everybody, and welcome back to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I'm Brownie.
Boy, was the video at the beginning there awful suspect. Woo!
Yeah.
How did that glitch happen, Chris? That is a new one for me.
I've never experienced that before in my life.
That was ridiculous. I can't believe it.
It was
What a
kind of
funny
funny.
camera angle to grab from. That was like 10 minutes ago,
We all know what underwear Jeremy wears now.
Yep.
or what I chose to wear today.
I mean, that's true, too.
So, Jeremy, do you want to vamp for about 2 minutes here?
Yeah, sure. What does that mean? Just talk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Oh, I get my own angle. So this past week,
fancy.
my coworker Derek, I've told many a story about Derek, has got me hooked on this game called Among Us. And Kara, I asked you to play it with us, and what'd you think?
You sus.
I am
You real sus.
You're so funny. For those of you who don't know, Among Us is a game that came about 2 years ago and became kind of went low-key viral in July of this year. And the player base just took off. There's 10 people stuck on a spaceship, and of those 10 people, one of them is an imposter. It's actually an alien. And so you're one of the little crew members. You got to just run around and simply go and do your tasks. You got to like fix the wiring and
Download data.
download information, while one person who plays as the imposter runs around and tries to kill everyone else on the ship. It's like a giant murder mystery, and it's really, really fun. I can see why the game went so popular.
Mm-hmm.
Brad says I'm the imposter.
Oh, is Brad here?
He looks like it.
Oh,
Yes,
awesome. Hi,
Brad.
Brad. Yes, I'm going to have to email you. If you play, let me know, because we'll email you some codes. Kara and I have been playing with it, and it's also the weekend of DuluCon this year. So unfortunately, we couldn't hold DuluCon because of Walmart. And I have to say Walmart, because literally I was just looking at some past stuff today, and yeah, one of the videos flagged for unsensitive information or insensitive
Oh my
information
gosh.
or current events because of the Walmart word. But so DuluCord is happening this weekend.
DuluCord.
Cord.
DuluCon is happening this weekend
On Discord.
If you're
Not
interested,
DuluCord on Discon.
Kara, you should throw a link to DuluCord's, or maybe
DuluCon.
I'll do it, to DuluCon's Discord on the thing, so people can join from all over and come on and say hi.
I can try to
and-
figure it out.
Yeah, getting a server invite. I don't know if you've got permissions or not. Maybe I can try doing it.
And so all sorts of fun stuff happening.
All sorts of fun stuff this weekend. So it was off to a good start. Darrow, who we had on here with his All Hallows Eve, he got to have a channel on there, and he got to do some Q&A with his video game for people. I also know Justin from Cinephile Studios has a channel on there that he can interact with people. Nerd Sloth is on there. Legacy Toys, some fun vendors. There's tons and tons and tons of channels for anything nerdy that you're possibly into.
You can go and see what designs I've made for T-shirts this year.
Yeah,
There's some pretty
there's some sweet merch,
T-shirts.
some other fun stuff. But
Hey, Gabe, how's it going?
oh, Gabe,
Gabe.
Do you play Among Us? That's been my jam this week.
Mike wanted to know what console.
On Among Us,
Yeah.
phone. It's
Really?
an
It's
app.
an app on your phone, or you can get it for the computer. But
Yeah,
it
you can
actually,
play on PC, I know. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you can play
actually
on
costs.
Steam, but and they're cross-platform from Steam to the phone.
That's pretty cool.
You can be in the same lobby. So
We should get a group on Discord going.
again, yeah.
Like not the DuluCon one, but like our own Among Us.
Oh, and then we could just send out notifications whenever we play around. Put the code in there.
Discord or line. We should see what people prefer.
Yeah, I do like Discord now
I
that
do
I've
too.
gotten used to it. That was the one thing. It was like, get off my lawn, Discord. Get off my.
Ooh, we were dropping some mad frames.
Are we?
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Maybe that's why everything was showing my butt.
Yeah.
And I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I was early.
Mike says
earlier.
no service. I'll Google it. And he switched from YouTube to Facebook. So
Oh, funny.
yeah. Well, man, we are connected to like Garbo 260 kilobytes a second right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry
it's a little
about our
jittery.
poor internet connection. Not that I want this to be a freaking meme on this channel, but it's just that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's been good again. It's been really, really good, and it lulls us into a false sense of security.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for a couple weeks, and then it's just like trash town.
Yeah, and then it just completely crushes our soul. And
Right. 2020, the year of dropped frames for Rise of the Podcast.
yep, if we only could get a good thing.
Yeah,
going.
David, it's us. We're on the bad side of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to send David a message or something because
Yeah.
he just said, I don't know if it's my
Yeah.
internet or yours. It is definitely our internet.
No, it's us. It's us. You can see the clean version of this on
Monday morning.
So you
Seriously.
comment when you can, and we'll catch up with the. Anyways, all right, Chris, you had come up with a good situation for us to talk about.
Yeah, so as contrary to popular belief is, we're all adults here. And
Somehow.
we all made it past childhood and adolescence and young adulthood into regular, boring old adulthood. And I thought I went over to a friend from college's house today for dinner. Then they invited me over. We've been working on some stuff together. This is actually, so I got two stories here, but
All right, lay it on us.
But so we'd been working some stuff, and just sort of like as a thank you, they're like, "Oh, come over, we'll cook dinner, we'll hang out, whatever."
Right.
Awesome. It was a great time, and it was something as a child I would have been bored to tears. As an
Oh,
adult, it
for
was so much fun. Just hanging out, relaxing, catching up with some people that you don't really get to talk to that much,
Right.
or whatever. A great meal. It was just like a really good experience. And then I realized it's like, I'm an adult now.
Right, you actually had fun doing that. You actually had fun having dinner.
Yeah, and then it's like I wonder, like, so it made me think, like, what other things like have transcended that line from I'm not a child or a young adult anymore. I'm just like a tax paying, 40-hour-a-week working clock punching. That was a dangerous word. Combination of words. Adult.
Right.
So, and then do you guys have any thoughts of like let's say your first experience of like, wow, I'm an adult now.
I mean, so, there's a couple of things, like, there's things that you think of as a kid that you're going to have more problems with as an adult. The harsh reality is, just the simple things I have to do before I can do what I want for the day. So every morning I wake up, I've got to feed the dog. I've got to let the dog out to go potty. I've got to clean the kitty litter box. I've got to feed the cats. And that's all just before getting started.
You
and
make
that's
it sound like I don't do anything.
right now we don't want you going up and down the stairs.
The cats you take care of. I
The
take care of
cats
the
take
dog.
care of, but I take care of the dog a lot, and take him on walks and stuff like that. And that's even to start my day. And then I got gas on the way down here, and on the gas pump it says that the Minnesota tax is 28.5 cents per gallon. This federal tax is 15 cents a gallon or 14.5 cents a gallon.
The
So
county tax too.
that completely hit me. It was like, so that means if I put in 10 gallons of gas, I literally just paid $2.80 in road tax. And it's like, that's a lot of money. That's crazy.
That is an outrageous amount of money.
Yeah. And that was just for one tank of gas,
Brad says it's okay. It only cuts out on Jeremy's angle.
And my angle's looking good. I'm just kidding.
There is something weird happening with your angle. We had a problem with that at the beginning of this, and it's looking strange to me now, but it's working. So
Crazy.
Kara's angle's a little bit brighter. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
It's all right.
Life's strange.
We'll learn as we go.
What we just need is like just more cameras.
Oh, right.
Because that's gonna fix
Well,
the
no, because then
frames.
if we don't need to change any settings, then it'll never be broken.
That's true. Yeah. Nothing will ever change.
All right, Kara, what was your first experience of being like, oh, I'm an adult now?
Probably just setting up my own doctor's appointments and stuff.
Yeah.
Quite honestly,
I did that for the first time this year.
really.
I had never scheduled my own and I haven't been to a doctor since I was 18 anyway.
Well, like
but-
when I went into the hygiene program, you have to go in, you have to get a yearly physical, you have to make sure all your shots and everything are updated, you have to get tested for TB, and so I had to set up those appointments to get all that stuff done before I could even start the dental hygiene program.
Huh. Crazy.
So I think that was for me. I had to schedule my own doctor's appointments. My mom always did it.
Yeah. And then, yeah, my mom always did it, and my mom always made me go. It's easy to schedule an appointment and just not show up, too.
Oh, yeah, trust me. I know. I know.
Gabe says the imposter is working on the wires and messing with the internet cable.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's sus around
Somebody
here.
is, you know what? Here's the thing, though. Chris is the only one by the wires, so Chris is kind of sus.
Chris is sus.
I think we need to call an emergency meeting.
That's a technique, Chris.
I've watched a lot of playthroughs.
Yeah,
It's so freaking much fun.
Oh my.
There's
goodness.
taking a slight tangent. There's
Yeah.
a guy that I watch called the Spiffing Brit. who all of his video titles are like, Among Us is a perfectly balanced game with absolutely no exploits except for blah 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 blah, right?
Right.
And there's a exploit where you can basically give yourself like turbo speed, so it looks like you're in one spot, you're actually in another, so you can go and assassinate people while standing next to other people.
Oh, crazy.
So yeah, it's like he's like 5,000 IQ moves or something. I think and the way he presents it's really funny. But there's definitely you have to do it on PC. You can't do it from mobile
Got it.
to pull the glitch off, and you have to be working with at least one other person because there's a configuration thing.
Got it.
Oh, we've had people working together. Like today,
Oh,
right off
man.
the gate, playing with Dulucon, we had Lime and Pink come in.
Oh, those
And
jerks!
I know. And immediately, right off the bat, they voted for the imposter. Like, no discussion, no kills, nothing. They were like, oh, it's black. Immediately voted for them. And so we're all like, we need proof. And they're like, no, trust me, it's black. And we're like,
Okay.
no. So we voted them off slowly.
But I mean, I know.
And it ended up being black.
I think what happened was
They might have known the player.
right. Or the other thing that happens a lot, which is really annoying, is and no one wants that to happen. Is if you kill one of them, they obviously know who it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you kill Scion, let's say, Pink will jump in and call an emergency meeting and be like, "Oh, it was Red. Red just killed my friend." And it's like you're not
It
supposed
takes
to
all
do
the
that. It's
fun out of the
the pursuit of winning isn't worth just spitting it out. The fun part of it is trying to like figure out who people are based off of like the way they chat and
Yeah, exactly. And it's not so much the activity that you're doing while you're playing the game; it's the interaction that you have
Absolutely.
in between. Otherwise, it's just you might as well just turn on the game and hit the "I win" button.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Playing with my coworker Derek, I get just guttural laughs because he always picks a silly name first of all. He picks like like Ben Dover or does a wordplay there.
The
or whatever.
middle school joke when we were kids. Your name should be Ben Dover.
And then he wears the big 5-gallon bucket cowboy hat, and then he runs around. But he's really funny because it's really human mind is really interesting because it doesn't take much to literally turn the crowd against you. And if the crowd is turned against you, it's hard to win that favor back.
The crowd's always against you, Jeremy.
Yeah, right. That's what it feels like. Oh man, I rage quit the other day because I hopped on and the first person was killed. And then somebody said, "Is there any evidence?" And everybody said no. And normally you'll go to a skip. And they said, "Oh, well, red, the color is playing. We'll just vote red and we'll just start with that." So people simply voted on my color. And that was like, all right.
And you got ejected into
I got
space.
ejected. So
Do you choose your color? I always see the gameplay
Yeah.
like in process.
yeah, you
so.
choose your color.
Okay.
And then the only thing is if somebody has your color, you just have to pick a different color.
How many colors are there?
12?
Okay.
Yeah, I like to play as white because I call myself Tooth Fairy.
Nice.
It's nice because there's no like gamer tags or anything. You can just pick out whatever name you want. But it's really funny to see him do it. He'll like start planting seeds and be like, "Oh man, this person was following me around," or "They're faking tasks."
But
and
it's
he'll
super
paint their
funny
picture.
because when he's guilty, he starts like just going on the blame game and he's blaming everybody under the sun.
Oh, Jeremy.
No,
No,
Derek.
Derek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's like, dude.
Derek
like-
tries to get everybody else ejected that way. He tries to
Yeah.
win that way. There's a way you can do.
Last man standing.
More or less, yeah. You can win via just getting everyone else voted out, more or less.
Yeah.
Because then when it's just you and one other person, what we're talking about, the power of voting,
Yeah.
is like you never want it to be once it's 3 people, it's only 2-1. You got a lot of power there. Mm-hmm. And then there's this other thing. The community is plagued by people who love playing imposter. They'll join games, and then if they don't get
Imposter, they'll leave.
they just quit,
It's
which
super
is-
frustrating.
which is pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because it's
Stream's dying right now. We only got 4 people watching because of how bad our connection is.
yeah.
Aw.
But we'll just keep going. This will be a good. This will be just like an old podcast.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and then people will just leave, and I like playing crew.
I do
actually
too.
more than I like playing imposter.
As imposter, I get nervous. I get sweaty. My hands are sweating. I'm like, I gotta kill this person. I'm gonna kill this person. And I go up and I kill him. I'm like, oh, hope nobody saw me. Like, I just get super nervous.
I had
fair.
a really funny one where this guy comes in and I just killed somebody, and he totally walked in and saw me do it. So then he calls out and he's like, "Yeah, everybody, found the body in electrical and it was red." And I said, "You know what? That's really something a sus would say." guys. He just self-reported is all. He killed Blue and self-reported. That's what it is. And everyone voted him out. It was like, dude, not the imposter. It was so
What does that
funny.
confirm that you're an imposter for next time, though?
It would, except when you get towards the end, it's not that big of a deal because you can run around and sabotage, and somebody can't call an emergency meeting.
Yeah.
And as long as they can't find the body, they can't call it either. So you can still kill people far enough apart.
Fair enough. Okay.
So
In one of the games we played today, I followed somebody into the reactor room, went down, killed them. The moment I killed them, like 2 people walked in. But at that exact second that those people walked in, somebody hit emergency meeting. So I don't think they saw the body sitting in front of me. I ended up winning that round because of that emergency meeting call. I was like,
because it gets rid of the
saved
body.
by the bell.
It gets rid of the body for the when you come back from the
Yeah.
emergency meeting, it's not there anymore. I just realized that's a strategy. You could kill, and if you don't want somebody to find the body, you go call an emergency meeting.
That's true.
That would get rid of the body.
Yeah.
That's a good.
You just got to survive the meeting.
You just got to survive the meeting. Exactly.
Gabe says, I can see you normally now. Praise hands. And Brad says you need to turn off imposter notifications.
It's so fun. It's just such a fun game. I've really truly enjoyed it, and I love that it's accessible for like people on mobile devices and stuff like that. It's really really fun.
They should put it on Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that.
So the reason why it hasn't come to console is because the chat. There's no easy way to talk with
Yeah.
a controller.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
So
And like if text or speech to text would actually ever work ever,
Right.
it'd be fine.
but
No, it's just not reliable. That
I
is the
talk
reason
too
why.
much when I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, you know, it's just like I freak out at people. I don't
yeah,
yell at
there's
them.
so many swear words. You're lucky that Kara's not on
I
stream
know,
for it
guys.
right
I have
now.
to filter real hard for these
Beep, 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 beep,
podcasts.
beep,
Just
beep, beep.
whew.
Jeremy beep 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 beep.
So yeah, and then the fun thing too is we're gonna just make a second one, but because this one's become more popular, they scrapped the plans for that, and they're just gonna
Let this
Do
one
like
Right.
DLC basically.
Yeah, just add it to this one.
They,
Kinda
you know what they
cool.
should do? They should add different like rooms, different ships and stuff like that. So you're not playing the exact same one every single time. Is that what it was going to be?
No, there's 2 more maps already out.
Then why? How do we keep playing on the same map?
Because this map has nostalgia. It's a good map.
wait,
The
hold-
starting map is a good
Hold
map.
the freaking phone.
Oh,
You
Dave said
have
his
the
video's working
option.
now too.
What?
Dave said video's working for him now too.
Woo!
You're
So
telling me you
was
had
Jeremy the one that was setting up the game?
Yeah. You're
Oh,
the one
Jeremy.
setting the exact same map every single freaking time.
Yep. Because this is my
Jeremy
favorite map.
is the imposter.
Every
Hold on,
si-
emergency meeting.
Emergency freaking meeting.
All right, Jeremy, get out.
Yeah, right? All voting for red.
You're so funny.
Ejected into the vacuum of space.
I'll turn that camera around and we can watch you float down the hallway.
Yeah, right. It's the best map. Why mess with perfection?
I want to see what I would like to judge from my. Have you played the other maps?
Yeah, I played the other maps.
I
One
would
of,
like
one of them, and the second
Oh,
one was so
okay.
not good that I couldn't play the third one.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure. How about we let Kara play a couple of them and decide if I like the
Kara
other
can
ones.
you can go play any map you want at any time.
David
Anybody
said
want to
he's
join
been-
me?
David said he's been playing the new maps on his own, and they're way harder to navigate.
They're not as fun. And so there is a storyline here. So one's the launch room before you get on the ship. It's like when you're still on Earth, and it's like ground. And then one you're on the spaceship, and then the third one is when you're like get to the
Destination.
ISS more or less, International Space Station.
Mike
So-
Fish is downloading it and he's going to try it.
Oh, Among Us! Oh,
Yeah.
can't wait to play with
Okay,
you, Mike.
here's the thing. We do need to.
Oh,
We just need to make a Discord
yeah, we
for Among Us for our Rise of the Podcast.
Yeah, we'll just make a
buddies.
Rise of the Podcast Discord.
Yep.
do. It is so much fun. Oh,
And we'll
Mike, you
post the
sus.
link.
You are sus. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
come
gonna vote
after
for Mike
you.
every single time.
Yeah.
Mike sus AF.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. I love playing with David. He just never gets the imposter. Ever.
No.
I
Poor Ashley got voted out because everybody. One of them didn't she? Because we all thought she was the killer, and it ended up being, or we voted David out. Ashley was vouching for David. David was vouching for Ashley. And we were like, it's kind of sus.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, it was neither one of them.
It wasn't. It
It was either one of them.
Well, so it just goes to show that if you're marrying, that doesn't give you any credibility.
Well, so here's the other funny thing: is the very first game ever that Kara was the imposter.
David got imposter 6 times in a row, he said on his own today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. The very first time Kara was imposter, I do feel bad about this. I did walk in right when she killed somebody, and I was like, oh, Kara's the imposter. Then she looks at me with the sweetest face, and she goes, please don't rat me out. Because it was her first time as the imposter. So then I had to run around, and then everybody's like, could it be White? And I was like, nah, man, I think I saw
White's been
White
with
doing
me."
a task. So I stuck up for the whole game, and she ended up winning. But all the ghosts were flying around just mad, because when you die, you can still play as a ghost.
And you can chat among the ghosts.
But you can't, the regular non-ghosts can't see it. And so they're like, oh yeah, White and Red are totally working together. Absolutely working together. So, yeah,
Funny.
I feel bad.
Well, there was another time. So whenever you kill someone, it makes this sound, right? And Jeremy heard it, and he was like, at a different game, he's like, you're imp again, aren't you? And I was like, maybe. He's like, meet me in the med bay and just kill me so I don't have to pretend I know.
Yes, I did.
I don't know.
I self-sacrificed. I was like, I can't. I can't. I can't. And she didn't argue with me. I walked in and she's like, are you sure? And then I was like, I didn't even get to say yeah. And then it was like, oh, I got it. But that was fine. I'd rather do that than have to lie and mislead everybody.
Yeah.
We probably should have did that the first game when you were the imp. You probably just could have killed me.
Got some chat to catch up on. Gabe says, I'm with Jeremy. Map 1 is best.
Yeah, it is. It's the best.
David says, you two better play tonight. Me and Mike are going to be playing.
Oh,
We'll totes
absolutely.
be
We'll
on tonight.
play.
You kidding?
We're going to probably run more on Dulucon.
Daryl said, Daryl via All Hallows Eve, the game. Go and check it out if you want to see Rise the Podcast play.
Dude, Daryl,
All
we want to
Hallows
get our
Eve.
hands on All Hallows Eve for Halloween. If you got,
I think I got line cut in front of you guys because I helped him do the video, so we might have to play my copy.
but we
hey.
let him use our space.
No, but then Chris gets his copy, and then we'll play with Chris's copy.
Fine.
I'll be the chaperone.
Oh, really? Have you
that'd be
played that
cool.
yet?
What? No, but I've seen the game get
Yeah.
played like 4 times now, so.
That's fun.
But Daryl says, I want to start playing with the hipster in me to stop me because everyone is playing.
So I get that for sure. Like, that's absolutely a thing. And here's the thing. I would have never, I mean, I've seen the memes. I have my finger on the pulse of the internet.
Oh my God.
I
Jeremy,
know-
hold up
yeah.
your hand real quick. That is a hand that does not touch the pulse of anything.
But
Gabe says invite him, he'll play. We could have a whole 12-person crew going pretty quick
yeah,
here.
that would be really fun.
Heck yeah.
Gabe, do you have Discord?
I'll download it.
I'll make a Discord.
I didn't know that you guys were playing. Otherwise, I would have downloaded it already. I didn't think I had anyone to play with.
We've only been playing a couple nights now.
It's the only thing I didn't know about you is that it's PvP technically, sort of.
Yeah, well, it's strategy with
Right.
like
It's
Over
9v1.
chance.
It's have you played Secret Hitler? It's like Secret Hitler.
Got it.
Oh.
So, which is like it's less about.
Oh,
the
now
fact that
I'm
it's-
really excited. Crap.
It's-
Are you gonna get it on Steam?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just totally karate kicked Kara's angle. It's less about the fact that it's not like we're doing direct combat. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
sneaky, manipulative.
Yeah,
Like it's all the stuff
9v1.
that I like. About
All right.
video
Okay.
games.
So what we'll do is, did Gabe say whether or not he had Discord? Otherwise, I'll just send you an email, Gabe, with the code numbers. But it'd be nice to, I'll just get your phone number.
Yeah.
Via your email. I have not sent you the chip yet. I have your address.
He has the chip too.
He does it. He does. We bought it. We bought it last Saturday on the way home.
Wait, he has the chip?
No.
We do.
Oh, I
It's like
have it.
EU.
I own the chip. Correct. Sorry, I thought Gabe went and bought the chip. I was
No.
confused. I own the chip, but we want to send you some swag along with it. Is all that there is to it. We're gonna. Box
And you
up
tell
some-
the rest of the Latin operations forces that they need to man
Yeah,
up.
More like the Latin chickening out forces.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
dudes. Like, pfft, what?
and it's really not that bad.
I
as
only
long as
didn't
you
do it
have.
because I'm pregnant, and it says not
Oh.
to do it if you're
Yeah,
pregnant.
Mike, it's our connection. We're dropping 40% of our frames. That's us, not you.
Yeah. It's glitchy.
Isn't that what they all say? It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, but in this case, it actually is us.
We're breaking up with you.
Yeah.
You're.
Oh,
You're
have you
imp.
seen? Okay, so every now and then I'll fall down the hole of like, it's like 20 conversations that couldn't have gone more badly or
Right.
something. And there's a text message thing or whatever, and somebody had said, it said you ho, like HOE, and then it was 3 home asterisk that didn't send. And then it's a message that said UMFer that did send. So the 2 messages they got were you ho, UMFer. But then obviously the screenshot would alleviate any potential future problems. But just like think about that situation if Jeremy walked home or walked in the door, and the last 2 texts you got from Jeremy
You
were
ho.
you ho and UMFer.
I mean,
I mean,
I would have changed the locks on the doors, been like, try to get on now. Try to get home now. Get it.
that just always reminds me of when you know it's bad when somebody says, ducking autocorrect, DUCK.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
stupid autocorrect changes that
Oh,
even.
well,
Steals your thunder.
My autocorrect has learned me so well. I'm the person who's most guilty of dropping some F-bombs on the podcast. My autocorrect will change regular words into swear words.
So it's to be like, oh, I saw a nice duck at the pond today. And it's
Yeah.
like, did you mean something
or like
else?
the autofill sentences. It's like I apparently say, what the F were they thinking? Like all the time, apparently via text, because that's like I could probably just pull it up right now and type nothing in, and that would be the sentence it would give me.
Right.
It'll be like one of the things you see on Facebook that says, type in I want, and then let auto fill and do the rest, and it'd be like, I
the
want
Google.
what the F are you thinking? For Chris.
Right. That's Chris. That's so funny.
All right, so I want.
He's doing it.
I'm curious what mine would be. Oh, mine's stupid.
So here's what mine was. I did like 10 words. I want you to be my friend, and I don't know what the F you want.
That's really good.
You should see what yours is. Mine's dumb. It says, I want you guys to know how much I appreciate it.
Oh,
Kara's-
Kara, you're so grateful.
I know. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Daryl says mine has yet to learn how to swear. We could trade phones if
Do
you
you
want,
pick
Daryl.
the first word?
You
You
type the
in
middle
I
one.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
and you pick
And then the middle
one, yeah.
one's the most common one
Oh.
used. Jeremy doesn't text, clearly.
All right. I want you more to do that. You can do that for me. Your mom and your family are going on the way home to me and your dad and your family, and you and your family and I are. Yeah, I just kept smashing the button. I'm excited for your birthday so you can get a hold of you. I hope you're having a good time and you are a good man. I hope you are. So funny. Oh, these silly things.
Daryl, I want you guys too, but I'll be there tomorrow. That's a little saucy there, Daryl.
Oh, that is super funny.
Gosh.
Oh, this reminds me of the everyone's top 5 emojis.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely. I just had to write back. What I'm getting super frustrated with right now, too, is I get about 4 text messages from political candidates.
He got one from me today.
I get a lot for you. It's like, Kara, now is the time to stand up for women's rights. Please respond to this message.
You should
And
just text back and be like, this isn't Kara. Like,
what
Send,
about
like-
my rights? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you gotta send a dong pic back.
Oh,
and be
right.
Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
So-
Brad, you can do my mom for me.
That's so funny. These phones are super funny.
Smartphones, hardly.
Oh, man.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, I got a message from Gwen. I don't know if this is something that's important or not. It's probably a screenshot of your underwear.
Oh, funny.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
She tuned into the old live stream,
Let's see here.
which hopefully doesn't exist anywhere on the internet anymore.
It does on Facebook, but not on
Nobody better
YouTube.
clip that on Twitch.
Oh, no, she, sent me a couple of thumbnails for a video that she's working on, and she sent me a meme of a...
Thought she, when you
Oh.
said, ooh, I thought she was maybe bringing us food.
So I want to talk.
Oh, yeah. She's not that nice.
There
Got
was
Snickers last week.
there is a funny meme. So you guys know like the death meme with the dogs?
Yes.
Okay, so the death meme with the dogs, and it was like the death shows up and he's like, I was a good boy, and he was
yeah.
like, you're the best, and come to me or whatever. So there was an Among Us meme, and death comes for Red, and he's like, was I a good crew? And the death goes, nope. And so then it shows Red smashing the emergency meeting button, and they all vote death sus, and it shows death flying through space. It's really funny. I thought that one was really funny. I love them.
Al's autocorrect sentence. I want to see you and the family are doing well, and that you are looking for a place to stay.
That's
So do you
nice.
host a lot of people, Al?
Yeah, seriously.
He seems like a generous person. I think I can
He
see
is-
how his phone would...
He is very generous.
I mean, he came all the way down here to hook you up with that dog collar.
Yeah, seriously.
That's true. That's true.
That's about as generous as you can get.
At least it didn't say, "Do you want me to bring dog collar?"
Yeah.
I want you to bring me dog collar, which is so funny.
All right. So, sort of going back a little bit to the being adults thing
Yes.
or whatever.
Yep.
We
So-
clearly are not.
Yeah. As statutorily adult as we are, what's the thing about being an adult that you hate the most?
I mean, I know what I like
Work.
the most, but I mean, I don't know. Debt sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Debt sucks.
And
There's
it's
a lot of
it's
debt.
almost unavoidable.
It is unavoidable because it's like either, let's say, we'll start with the basics, right? You got your foods are what? Basic is housing and food, right? Like shelter and food are the
Yeah.
two biggest
Food,
things.
shelter, water, the three things you need to survive.
And so it's like
and water comes into your house.
even when you retire, like even if your house is paid off, you have property taxes. If you don't own a house, you got to pay rent. Like
Yep.
you're never going to be able to escape the fact that it's going to cost you to have something around you.
Yep.
You know, and so that's super frustrating. And then food just keeps getting more and more expensive.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. Like I said,
We should just have our own garden and become vegetarians.
I looked up hydroponics, but it's probably cheaper for me just to buy tomatoes from the grocery store than to build my own
Yeah,
hydroponic farm.
so that's the thing. So like you talk about like growing your own vegetables and stuff. Are you gonna be how much property do you have? Can you grow a year's worth of vegetables at a
Yeah,
time?
probably not.
Right? Yeah.
You know, and then at the same time, it's like there's the hours you have to invest into making sure that those crops are viable, that they're gonna whatever. And then all the extra preparation of like you have carrots, tomatoes, peas, corn, potatoes, and
Onions.
celery and onions or whatever, right? So it's like there's not a whole lot of different things you can do with those. So your range of like
Right.
like I'm sure you can get creative and like keep it different enough, but you have a limited range, and then you're spending way more time cooking and preparing stuff.
If we
It's
lived
just
in a
like-
different climate, it might be a whole different thing. But
Yeah.
we're in northern Minnesota where you grow food for like maybe 4 months out of the year.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and the scale of operation is such that like the unit cost per thing, and like Jeremy's saying, is probably higher.
Yeah. So it's a funny little tangent, a little history fact for you guys is the reason why lawns are such a status symbol and became a thing that everybody has is because the wealthy were the first people to not use their land for food. So you drove by somebody, and if they didn't have their whole yard, their available land to them used for crops, it was like, look at that guy. He's got to be doing well because he's not using his land for crops. And then that trickled down and
Interesting.
became the standard.
I guess
So
kind of the same way that like being pale used to be like the standard for hotness
Yes.
instead of being tan
Yeah.
or whatever. Because
Yes.
like it used to be, it's like if you could afford to be
Get
inside all
inside.
day.
Yep.
And now it's like if you can afford to
For
be
the
outside all day.
exactly. That's what kills me.
Or the same thing as like being like super skinny versus being like bigger or whatever. It's like the bigger you were, obviously, the more
Yeah.
excess you had.
Yes. You could
Well,
afford.
something,
Daryl, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
well,
Get off
something,
my crops.
something I saw that was kind of funny is so back in the horses were the main mode of transportation. Then
Yep.
cars came out, and you were well off if you had a car.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, everybody has a car. You could buy like a cheap, $500 car,
Yep.
drive from point A to point B, whatever. But if you have a car plus a horse, typically that means you have a little bit
Yeah.
more money to spend.
And
I
you're
can't
insane.
afford a horse at all. Like, that's crazy.
Brad says, okay, actually, let's see. We got some chat here for things that people hate being an adult.
Everybody hates
Ashley
being
says,
adult.
definitely paying those bills.
Yeah, so
Brad says, having to pretend all the time and not to be able to share what you're really thinking. There's
yes.
so much politics in being responsible.
At
Ugh.
work,
Well, like-
even out in the environment. Okay, so today we stopped by the grocery store, or we stopped by Sam's Club on the way here. I got a membership online, and the reason why I bought a membership online was so that I could have access to buy the Xbox Series X, but then it had sold out by the time my membership went through. It was a big mess, and so I was going to cancel it, and then we kept the membership. So we went by Sam's, and two things happened that were really frustrating. A, I couldn't take my mask off for the picture. So my Sam's Club membership, I have a mask, so it's pointless. You want to use my Sam's Club ID, Chris? Go ahead and use it. I'm wearing a mask. You can't tell it's me.
Right.
It was hilarious. It's like, really? And so then the guy made a comment, and I said, really? Like the mask is gonna? And he goes, oh, they're never going away. And I was like, no, they'll go away eventually.
That's freaking grim.
And it was like that was heavy. I'm at Sam's Club. I want to get a good deal. I don't
Yeah,
want to
same.
talk about the future of the pandemic.
you don't walk into
Seriously.
Sam's Club to get a daily dose of
Well, then he made it- he made it-
dystopian future.
He made a dumb comment after that. He's like, well, you still take your shoes off at the airport, right? And I'm like,
9/11. Yep.
okay, those are
Airport security.
two completely different things.
Well, yeah, masks are actually effective, and the TSA has stopped nothing ever.
Security theater. Way to go, Chris.
Oh, I hate the TSA, dude.
I know.
You just need to get pre-check. You can, what, $85?
Yeah, Kara slapped that on him. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, you still take your shoes off every time. And Kara's like, not if you pre-check.
Yeah.
Military gets free pre-check.
Yep. So I was like, sucker.
He's like, you can't trust your
Jerry, like
military.
I was talking before, when are we gonna get married so I can get some of these sweet military
Yeah, I
perks?
know, right?
Sorry, Kara. I
was gonna
need
say,
those
mean,
perks.
It's legal in Minnesota, isn't it? But he's mine. I'm sorry.
We'll find. We'll timeshare.
Oh, okay.
Timeshare.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every other weekend. And I'll do Tuesday, Thursday, every other weekend.
Yeah, so
You get them on drill weekends though.
yeah, that's what I'm the meanest. I'm mean on drill weekends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
he
Kara's
is.
adjusted to deal with that. And you and
Yeah.
I are just getting into fist fights.
Right? Oh man, drill stinks. But here's what I love about being an adult.
Daryl says Sam's Club is 25% off all Doomsday comments.
Just caught me off guard. I did not expect to have that conversation and that weight, that bomb dropped on me at Sam's Club. Oh man, it's ridiculous. We bought a 20-pound bag of basmati rice. Seriously, the thing is huge.
Aren't we supposed to be getting a Costco in the
Yeah.
Cloquet
Yeah, I
area?
can't wait. No, it's not even Cloquet. It's on the corner. You know where Menards is in Hermantown,
Oh yeah.
right? So where Haynes and
And
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead
meet, there was a church building there, and Costco bought that entire thing. It's literally going to be on my way
They're
home from
paying
work
to
now.
have that church rebuilt.
Rebuilt somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yo, the church doesn't need prime real estate.
No, that was good for Costco.
People
that
will
was-
travel for Jesus.
I will go to Costco. That is awesome.
Welcome
so-
to Costco. I love you.
Well, I hear they have like the CEO gets like verbally upset with people if they talk about raising the hot dog price or something. Whatever food
Really?
they sell at
Oh.
the food court is like one of their staples to go in.
Have you seen Idiocracy?
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's what the greeter says. Like, well, because there's a city-sized Costco.
Yeah.
He's like, "Welcome to Costco. I love you."
Isn't it? But it's not called Costco, isn't it?
Oh
Is it,
yeah,
like
I think so.
I think it's
I guess I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I thought
I
it was
haven't seen
Costco. It's great. I mean, it's terrifying, but it's great.
the Starbucks joke is the best one. Starbucks becomes a strip joint.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
guy's like walking, and he goes, "Oh, Starbucks, sweet! I could really go for one right now." And the guy's like, "You got time for that?" It was just funny. Like you got time to run by Starbucks, but to him it was a coffee joint.
Yeah.
Anyways, Idiocracy is a really funny movie if you haven't seen it.
And a grim foretelling of our future to come.
So it's like
Brondo, it's got what plants
plants
crave.
it's got electrolytes. So they
Water,
they,
like what's in the toilet?
they start feeding all the crops with energy drink. And the reasoning behind it is you never see plants grow out of a toilet, right? And there's water in the toilet. So they probably don't need water. They need Brondo, the thirst mutilator.
Oh my gosh.
The movie's amazing. I
It's
love
so
that movie.
good.
Oh,
The-
Luke Wilson, right? Is the main
Luke
character?
Wilson and Maya Rudolph.
Who's the president?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, who is
Oh,
hilarious.
Terry Crews. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
I
so
love that.
freaking
I think
good.
I made you watch it. You probably just don't remember it.
No, I like nothing you guys are saying is reminiscent of like
Oh
it's
my
not pulling any
goodness.
files from my brain.
Oh my goodness.
So I
It
have
is
not
so
seen it.
Funny.
A lot of times you can start describing movies and I'll be like, it sounds vaguely familiar. That does not even sound 1 ounce.
Oh, and
familiar.
Dax Shepard is the guy in the future that he
He
hangs out with.
absolutely is.
Go away, Baton.
He's the one who talks about because Luke Wilson asked for a Starbucks and then Dak Shepard's like,
Yeah.
you got time for that?
How long ago
man.
did this movie come out?
2000 probably?
mid 2000, like 2006, 7, somewhere in that range. 4.
Oh, that movie's the jam.
I don't know.
Daryl says that movie's a little on the nose these days.
It is. It's so true. I could go into a big movie review on it, but we'll move past it.
We'll
But,
let Cinephile do that.
Yeah, pay $7 and go and request it.
There you go.
here's what I love about being an adult. I literally get to eat, or on the flip side, spend money, even if it's not wise, on whatever I want.
That's true.
Like Kara's been. Oh my goodness! I came home.
It's so bad.
Can I tell the story?
Go for it.
I came home. You know which one I'm going to tell, right?
Yeah.
The
I do.
Talenti?
Yep, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So I come home.
I'm pregnant. It's understandable.
I come home, and I see. I'm a little worried. I see a whole thing of ice cream in the garbage.
It's a
empty.
Talenti thing. It's like, that big by like that
yeah,
tall.
so it's a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint.
it's less
Okay, like
than a
don't
pint.
judge me.
It's no, a quart is this, a gallon is this.
Yeah.
It's a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint.
It's absolutely a pint.
It comes in pints.
I think
I'm getting one.
somebody should look it up. It might be less than a pint, actually. They're
I'm
small.
99% sure it's a pint.
Yeah, they're small.
Okay. Anyway, just don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dump our internet looking for ice cream sizes.
Okay, got it. All right. So, anyways, there's an empty thing of Talenti in the garbage, and I was like, Kara, you can't be eating a whole thing of ice cream
I'm pregnant.
in one sitting. I was like, you can't do that. And so I look in the fridge, and she has sea salt and caramel Talenti. I ate the whole thing in one sitting, the whole thing. So then I come home, and then the other day, there's 3 of them in there. There's vanilla cookie fudge.
Which is the one I ate the whole thing of previously.
And then, Chris, so it's got chocolate, and then it's got the liquid chocolate, like
Oh.
in the middle. Then it's got vanilla, and then on the bottom, it's got those cookie crumble
You know what
balls.
it tastes like? A Dairy Queen cake.
It tastes like ice cream
Oh,
cake.
heck
The whole
yeah.
thing tastes like ice cream cake. Luckily, I mean, it's not the end of the world. One is usually 2.5 servings, and the servings are about 300 calories. So it's less
So
than
it's like
900
700 calories,
Yeah,
800
it's like
calories.
700-800 calories.
Okay, that's
per
not bad.
one.
You
And
know
it's
how much
not-
a caramel shake was at freaking Wendy's when I worked there? Like 900 for a large caramel shake.
Have you guys
I
ever
was
eaten a
gonna
whole
say-
Jack's pizza?
Oh, yeah.
That's
A long
like
time.
1,900
I
calories.
used to eat a freaking whole entire Little Caesars by myself.
Yeah, they're like, so it's you can rack up calories so easy with stuff like that.
Seriously.
My baseline for knowing caloric values is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups because 2 are 250 calories.
Okay.
So they're 125 a piece. So a king size is 500 calories. That's only 4 Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. That's a lot of calories.
So you can only have 16 cups a day.
Right. Yeah, and then that's it. You're
Yep.
done.
Can you imagine? So you have 1 peanut butter cup an hour that you're awake.
I should try that and see if I'm sustained.
Okay, right now, see it here first. The Rise of the Podcast Peanut Butter Cup Challenge. You have to survive for a week eating 1 peanut butter cup an hour
For during waking hours.
during waking hours.
You get 8 hours to sleep.
Yep. So, but it's 1 peanut butter cup an hour for the 16 hours that you're awake for 7 days.
Should I take a journal of my
Do a
experience?
diary cam, like in
Yeah.
A Long Way Up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Maybe I should.
Or we could do like a supersize me.
Right?
Oh, hey, Tim. Thank you for joining in. Sorry we were having some technical difficulties earlier. He said a friend and I established that Little Caesars is the most efficient calorie per dollar in town.
Oh.
So it's like if you're just looking for maximum caloric value for least amount of money, Little Caesars is it.
I love the pizza portal.
David, I do double that normally. Yeah, but you're also running around like a lunatic constantly too, so you can burn it off.
That's true.
But no, their pizza portal, dude. That's sick.
That is the
best.
future.
That is the future. I hope all of the restaurants do that. Order online, have your thing put in your own little cubby, like a train station or whatever. You show up there, put your pin in, and your door opens, and out you go. It is awesome.
Oh, Brad, you best not be talking smack about Little Caesars.
Wait, what? Brad, what?
Oh no!
Like my
Have you
teenage
tried the
years
pizza
were Little
portal?
the
Caesars.
pizza portal masks. All he says if you like eating cardboard and cheese.
I mean, it is. I mean, like Sammy's is delicious. There's pizza that is amazing.
I'll
Okay,
say,
so-
well, but like Little Caesars specifically, you're paying frozen pizza prices for frozen pizza quality.
That's true.
It's true.
And
But it's
made
already
for you.
hot.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's sick. Like it's easy to spend $6 on a frozen pizza. Incredibly easy to spend $6 on a frozen pizza.
True.
And then you got to cook it yourself. And it's like if you're like me and a genius, you have a pizzazz. But if you're like the rest of the plebes,
I want to talk about air fryers. Okay.
no.
Yes.
'Cause
No.
this
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
stick up for you.
Oh, okay.
So Chris can be a little short with people, especially if he's right.
Yeah.
And so I forgot.
It almost just happened there.
Yeah. So I forget who you were talking to, but we were talking about. Oh,
It was my roommate.
It was your roommate. So his roommate and his girlfriend get a brand new air fryer.
And they were so excited.
They were so excited. They had all the marketing and everything going for them where they're like, oh, this thing is going to be awesome. It's going to cook our food super healthy. And I want to say I thought there was something to do with oil in there, but Chris is like, that's just a heating element with a fan, right? And they're like, whatever, super harsh, like cold, like just shot down their fun. So I was like, I talked to Chris about it the next day. I was like, Chris, it was probably, it can't just be that simple. I'm sure there was whatever. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure there was whatever. Oh, because your comment was just use a toaster oven.
Yeah, as
like,
I said, it's a toaster oven with a fan.
Yes.
And they have a toaster oven literally on the top shelf that they've never used.
And now they have
It's
this.
more capacity than the air fryer, too.
So I want to finish what we found out because I wanted to give Chris a hard time. So I was like, all right, Instant Pot came out with a lid that's an air fryer. It
Yeah, so
turns
turn your Instant Pot into
an air fryer. So I was like, okay, Chris, there's that. Then I said, I saw an ad for LG oven that comes with a built-in air fryer. So I was like, okay. And Chris is like, it's just a convection oven. It's a heating element and a fan.
It's been around since the 50s.
So I kid you not, we look up the air fryer lid, and all it is a heating element with a fan, and then your pot is already you seal it. So
Yep.
it is truly a heating element with a fan. And so the convection of it is the same principle. He's not wrong. He isn't wrong.
It's
It is
fine.
literally
People just package it different. So do you guys remember the Ron Popeil rotisserie oven thing or whatever?
Yes.
So that was a heating element with a turning spit instead of a fan, right? And it's literally it's so that if you take that and you turn it sideways, it's a pizzazz.
Yep.
Right? It's all the same thing. It's just hot wires and moving air.
That's all it is.
So our convection oven would work?
Theoretically, 100%. Anything you want to cook, you just cook with a convection
so the
oven.
thing
It's
is,
the
like,
same thing.
The efficiency of the air fryer comes from you're packing all of your food, you're using up less cubic space.
Air to heat.
So you don't need to heat as much air, and it just moves it faster. Whereas your regular convection oven is I don't know, how many cubic feet is a stove? 12?
I don't know. It's
Something like that.
who knows?
8, 10, math.
People who work for LG.
It's huge, right? So it's
Yeah.
your tray of fish sticks only takes up, 10% of that or whatever. So you're heating a bunch of extra air for nothing.
Right.
So Chris and I want to do a
whatever,
blind
so-
taste test where we cook one set of food on the air fryer, and then one set of food we take a toaster oven with a hair dryer,
Hair dryer.
and we cut a hole in the top and we have it blow the heat around.
Well, you guys can't use my Dyson because it doesn't have a fan.
There you
Well,
go.
it does.
It's
Totally
it's
does.
bladeless. It's hidden inside. It's using
hid-
negative pressure. It does have a fan.
Fan.
Kara.
It does. It
I
does.
actually got into an
How
argument.
did you think it worked?
Well,
There's a fan just in the handle. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
but there's
and
no fan in
Yeah,
the
there's no blade. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But it still
But,
moves
yeah.
air. That's
Yeah,
Chris's
they're called
point.
Dyson air movers, I think. Not
Yeah.
not your thing, but the bladeless
Yeah.
fans they have are called
Yeah.
air movers. But yeah, it works by pulling a vacuum with a fan that's
So,
hidden.
There's no blade in the part of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there isn't a handle because that's what.
Yeah, and we just have
Use
the
an
handle
electric
into
motor.
it. But
Yeah.
You are not allowed to touch my hair dryer.
We'll just use a shop vac or something crazy.
But
There you
it is really funny to me because yes, that's truly all it is. You
So
know?
a funny thing, Rhett and Link did a taste test between fried food and air fried food.
I think I saw this one.
Did you?
Yeah,
There
because there's French fries and wings and a couple other things. Yeah.
There was one thing that they thought was better air fried
Yeah.
than deep fried.
Because the oil adds flavor.
It does.
absolutely.
It totally does.
Unless you overcook it, and then it gets just really nasty and heavy and blech.
Right.
But
I mean, when you make fried chicken like I do,
yep.
That's perfection.
Whenever you guys want to have fried chicken, invite me over again. I'm okay with that.
I'll make a dip that's not as spicy.
You can just do that, and then just water it down for human consumption.
Maybe make it like a cream sauce
I
instead
got
of.
it. Go buy 6 one-chip challenges, roll it up into a powder, and then just put that all over the chicken. Carolina Reaper chicken.
Brad said, just buy California Pizza Kitchen frozen and heat it. Oh my God.
I do like
California Kitchen's really
We-
good.
we
Our local
stopped
grocery
at-
store it sells a 3-pack for.
We stopped at one when we were in
12 bucks,
Hawaii.
Yeah. We did.
We did.
We absolutely did.
It was you, me, and what did Andy come?
I don't remember. We was down there. We met him down there.
I think he came with us to California Kitchen.
There is a funny joke today on.
Oh, David, you're more than welcome to jump in on the air fryer versus blow dryer challenge. Let's do it we'll stream it. We'll do it on a Tuesday. We'll just we'll build it and cook it and eat it live.
Right.
Well, here's and then I'll be like the Vanna White. I'll come and I'll deliver the food, all fancy. And be like,
But no, there was a joke that was dropped today. Chris is on the shows that we watch. One of the characters is a vegetarian, and he's really weak at the moment because he got hit by this magic blade. And so one of the characters goes, "Oh, you need some food. You need some meat." And somebody else was like, But remember, he's a vegetarian, and he's like, I'll just bring him chicken then.
David said the chip dust chicken, not the air fryer stuff.
Oh, dang.
I think you should participate in both, David.
Wait, David, would you eat the chip? Do I need to go get another one? Ooh.
I'll make my fried chicken, and I'll make a powder out of the pocket chip.
That'd be the most expensive dredge ever.
Well, what I was gonna say is we could probably get actual Carolina Reaper flakes, probably cheaper than.
Oh yeah, because that's like
That's
$6 a chip.
it's $6 a chip.
So like to make like the dredge, like replacing the flour with that would probably cost like
Well, no,
$250.
you wouldn't
Yeah.
replace it. You just add it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, crazy.
I'm thinking about you got to go all the way.
Oh, dang. I mean, I pity your guys' bodies.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Daryl said that air fryers are one step above an easy bake oven.
Yeah, basically, right?
'Cause that's just a hot light bulb.
Hey, don't hate on Easy Bake. I loved my Easy Bake when
Nothing
I
wrong
was a
with
kid.
cooking with a light bulb.
Yeah, David said I don't know about just the chip, but with the chicken, sure.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Oh, everybody on this podcast says the Latin Operation Forces says that they'll do the chip, and then we find out it's just going to be Gabe, So and then David's like, "Oh, I'll do the deep fried, but not the chip."
I'll do the chip, but I'm not on camera, so it's not going to be nearly as funny.
You'll do the chip.
I'll do it right now if you go get it.
What?
Tonight's at home.
No, there's a place that sells them
Well,
3
not
blocks
really
away.
now and do the chip.
Did you say Thomany was on his way? Like, if we
He
text
might
him?
be. I don't think that he's.
No,
coming.
no, he's anti going to the gas station.
You do like hot
Yeah,
stuff.
I was trying to get something to drink for like 2 hours the other day. And Thilmany is just the worst. So let's talk about how awful Ryan
You're
Thilmany
right,
is.
right.
This is the Brag on Thilmany podcast now. That guy's a dick. That's not a swear word.
It's fine. We'll let that one slide.
That's PG for sure. You can definitely say
PG,
that.
yeah.
But all right, so we've had Among Us talk. DuluCon's going on.
Things about being an adult. What do you like being about being an adult, Kara?
I'm like Jeremy, being able to eat what I want when I want. One thing I really hate about being an adult, freaking having to clean a house. I hate cleaning. Like,
Yeah,
laundry sucks, dishes sucks, cleaning the bathroom sucks. And then we have this long, like a golden retriever that sheds like a cat. Mm-hmm. And I will vacuum, I will sweep. 2 seconds later, it's like I did nothing.
Yep.
There's hairballs everywhere.
I felt like I appreciated enough how much my parents worked to keep the house clean when I was growing up. And I remember specifically being annoyed every time they vacuum when I'm trying to watch something on TV. Just because back in the CRT days, it would just really mess up the
Yeah,
sleep.
oh,
It
yeah,
wasn't even just the
absolutely.
volume. It was just like, you just made it unwatchable, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, they're just trying to fight the nonstop forces of entropy.
Yeah.
And like, I definitely don't do 1/100th as well as they did.
Oh, I don't either. 100% don't.
It's like my bathroom. A decent, respectable human being should not walk into that bathroom.
Well, so here's what's funny with my sister. My sister was a normal cleanliness level of any 12 to 18-year-old, right? I mean, if we have a baseline for that, they're pretty messy.
Yep.
She was an absolute neat freak when she got her own place. And I just was hoping that would happen to me. And it didn't.
No.
I don't know where that comes from. That innate says, and her daughter is super clean as well.
And then he married a Messi as well. So, Chris, I think you've only seen our house really when it's clean. Truly.
Yeah, I think for the most part, yeah. It's like I know that it's definitely. It's like, oh, we just finished cleaning. Now you get to see how it looks like, and like it'll be a little bit messy sometimes. We're like, oh man, we just finished cleaning, then it got out of control. But I don't think like Jeremy's seen my area when it's a complete, like it's just like Little Caesars boxes and like empty drink cups, and it's just like spiraling out of control.
If I know people are coming, I work on cleaning. Like I clean.
I just don't have people.
Well, it's funny. You were talking about going out with friends for dinner. We had dinner at a friend's house, and it was like I looked around and I'm like, did they clean this place up, or is this how they always are?
Yeah, that's the suspicion.
That's the suspicion.
Yeah. 100%.
What you need to do is just randomly pop over
I
on
know,
a Wednesday
right?
afternoon and be like,
oh, hey, just call or
Right?
stop
Oh,
by to
I
see.
had something of yours. I needed to drop it off.
yeah, you should have taken home some leftovers
Oh, there you go.
in one of their nice what do they call
Tupperware?
Tupperware dishes. You're like, oh, I was in the area. Here's your Tupperware.
Here's your Tupperware.
She'd be like, when were you in this area?
There's no reason to be here.
What is it?
Get outta
Was
here.
it Iowa or something?
No, yeah, I know how much you hate Iowa.
Oh, Iowa.
So,
Good thing we didn't have no viewers from Iowa because nobody in the Iowa has the internet.
right.
Oh, Chris.
Well, we probably have Iowan internet here.
Hello, Dio. Welcome.
Hi, Dio.
Hopefully you're not from Iowa because I was just really smack talking Iowa.
Where's their comment? What?
He just said, "What's up?"
No, why are they like Facebook, Twitch, YouTube?
Oh, YouTube.
Oh, nice,
Welcome
nice.
via YouTube.
Welcome via YouTube. Yeah, we were just talking about all the things that reminiscing. We Among Us is our big obsession right now. We're going to be probably hosting a playthrough.
Discord. A Rise of the Podcast Discord channel.
Yeah, we'll just forget vocal or not forget
And we'll
vocal,
do a
for
sub chat
Among
with
Us.
Among
Yeah.
Us.
Otherwise, we're just talking about all the things that we love and hate about being an adult. My favorite joke is it's a joke, but it's true. So if we think back to like the cartoons, right? Wile E. Coyote, always would get like, it's like quicksand was always a bigger problem. I thought I would have to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
And getting lost. Maybe getting lost I thought would be a bigger deal. It's just not a thing. I mean, it is.
I've been genuinely lost a couple of times, like driving places, like pre Google Maps, and once with Google Maps, and it is a desperate feeling.
I've been lost in the woods one time where I truly didn't know where I was, and luckily the person I was with did tell me at least if you ever get lost, he's like, North Grade Road is literally north, so you just need to find north, and if you walk north, you'll hit the road. So we were doing a deer drive in the woods, and I was trying to drive some deer to them, and I got completely turned around, and I ended up like way on this ridge somewhere, and it was starting to get dark out. And I was like, oh, that's right. As long as I go north, I'll be fine. So I had to, sun, east, west, found north, and then just simply went north. And I did eventually run into East Grade Road, and took 10, 15 minutes down the road to get back to get to where his house was. It's freaky. Your heart starts to beat. You start to get cold sweats. You're like,
Well, it's like, especially in like a wilderness scenario.
oh, man.
If you're not given any guidance,
Yeah.
you could literally be 700 feet from civilization and walk the complete
the
opposite,
opposite way.
direction.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that, which is why, so this is survival tips section here. If you get lost, unless you feel confident in where, like if you have directions on
Yeah.
where to go, unless you feel confident, you stay put.
Right.
Because
You're just gonna
people
make it
will
worse.
go to where they saw you last.
Yep.
And you'll generally be in that area. So just stay put. If you think you're going to be there for a while, build some shelter, maybe go look for a little bit of water, but stay where you are.
Yep.
Minnesota is notorious for killing people in the winter. They get
Yep.
lost.
Yep.
And that was survival tips with Brownie.
Yes, exactly. I have gone through like 9 or 10 different winter survival things for various things, like in elementary school, and middle school, and high school, and college.
Dang.
I ended up going to like so we did Wolf's Ridge.
Yep.
And then we've done a bunch of other things or whatever. But at every single level, to get gym credits. I did winter survival things. I had to do it 3 times.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Just because you need that's how many credits like you need, because it was only a 1 credit class and I needed it 3 times because it's a weekend, and it's like it was annoying because it's like it's literally the same thing 3 times, but
Crazy.
so I know how to make an igloo, I know how to build a lean-to, I know how to use the sun in my glasses to make a fire.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So oh boy, we've got some comments that I've been looking
Slacking.
past here.
Comic
Just kidding.
train there.
Well, obviously Jeremy has had way more robust survival training than I have. By
I
the
have
way,
too,
as
yeah.
much as I'm not trying to come across as an expert, but
I
there's a baseline level that you should know.
had a fun experience. I got to call in a helicopter to my location. That was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
just put that on your resume. Has called in a helicopter to my location.
Yep.
Gabe said, "Good idea about the Discord app."
Oh, perfect. We'll get him on Discord. I'll send it to
All
you. in
Hellos
an email.
or Daryl says, "Couldn't live without GPS. I couldn't find my way out of a wet bag with a map and a friend. I'm not lost. I'm wandering. Is my go-to line."
Yeah, right.
Tim said, "That's totally happened to me. I found that I was like 10 feet from the edge of the woods after calling 911 for a rescue chopper."
Yes.
Oh my god.
Also, Tim is one of his go-to sort of relaxation mode things. So this is the thing about being an adult is like, you have to find a way to like go and get your like release from the pressure that
Yes.
you're dealing with.
Yep.
And Tim is a mountain biker.
Oh, fun. So is Bill.
Yeah, goes out, hits the trails. Like, so I can definitely see the appeal. I am not in a physical condition to be able to do it, but I definitely see what is appealing about it. It's
Right.
physical. There's one of the things I miss about high school sports is like the feeling of being completely exhausted and then taking a hot shower.
Right.
Like that feeling after that, where you could just be like, I could fall asleep for forever.
Right.
Like there's something about that feeling where it's like you're totally, absolutely spent, and then you're also totally clean, and then you just like you throw on some like baggy sweats, and you go flop on the couch. Oh, it's such a good feeling. Mm-hmm. Brad says I try to get lost on purpose. Try it; it's fun. That is not the endorsed position of Rise of the Podcast.
Try your own risk.
But so what do you guys like? Like video games are probably a thing, but is there a thing in particular you guys go to where you're like, I'm real stressed right now. I just need an hour of doing something of this type to get away from it.
For me, it is like I love gaming. It's just been my crutch for so long that it's nice to hop on and play Minecraft or any just game where you get to shut your brain down. But I still love like the engagement and the fun of it. Squadrons is fun. Like all these games are fun. But I want to like reading more. When I get on a good book, I don't put it down until it's finished. Legos were fun. I had a lot of fun with the Mario Lego set we got today. It was really fun. But just sometimes like this new recliner that we got, just sit back and listen to the recliner.
The recliner for the nursery.
Oh,
But it's in our main living room right now. But
It needs to go. It is taking up so much room.
I've been doing a lot of work on the house lately, and so the opposite of relaxing, I find putting on music that I enjoy helps me work and not get procrastinated, which is kind of fun.
I am the same. If I need to get into just like, gotta shut my brain off and get a bunch of work done
Yep.
mode, crank some tunes.
Yep. And you've noticed that. I've been like, I'll just say we have a unit. I won't say because I'll set everybody
My sister
off.
says the friendly lady.
Yeah, the friendly lady. I'll be like, put on this playlist or whatever. And then I've been finding new music on the same time. So that's always super fun. And jamming out to that. So
Gabe says he sent in a listener mail. We
did.
We'll check that in a minute.
I've got it right
Jeremy,
here.
Oh my gosh, you got
Yeah.
listener mail. Gabe, I think you've sent more listener mail than anybody else combined.
No,
So we've got some people saying what their stress relievers are. David says gaming, going for a drive, or better if it's on the motorcycle or the wheeler. I can see like you guys. I know Jeremy recently has been getting a lot out of motorcycle.
guys, I have some cool things here. So David watches the podcast constantly. David and Gabriel have the same job.
What?
Have the same what?
The same job.
The same what? They
They
were
work with cars, like
Oh,
automotive
okay.
service technician. That's so cool.
interesting.
That
I was
is
like,
super
they don't work at the same place though. That's
No,
why my brain was like, no, that's not possible.
No, one's here and one's in Puerto Rico.
Impossible.
No, that's exactly what was going through my brain. I was like, oh, where's my hand?
So, sorry, this is a complete tangent. You'll have to bring me back if we can make it back to that topic. But Gabe says that he works in the automotive business. And today, while at lunch, his Star Wars was a thing for him. Today, while at lunch, I see one of the salespeople drinking out of a Star Wars cup. And in the process of small talk, I asked about the cup. And she looked at me with excitement and started talking about how she loves Star Wars. And we spent the whole break discussing everything Star Wars. And all the other people in the room were looking at us like we're nerds and talking. But that is awesome. That is really, really
That's
cool.
super cool.
So there you go. That's the thing.
I love stuff like that at my work, at my job.
Oh,
I can pick out the nerds. Like, they're just the vibe they give off. And I'm like, be sitting there cleaning their teeth, whatever. Be like, so what are you interested in? A lot of times. So here's the thing.
no one likes to admit it, right?
Nobody likes to admit. So a lot of times, I'll be like, so what kinds of things are you interested in? The one thing I get a lot from teenagers especially is, I just like to go, drive around with my friends. We just like to drive around and talk. And I'm like, okay. I was like, there's got to be something more than just driving around and talking. I was like, do you like gaming at all? And they're like, yeah. I was like, so what do you game on? And so we'll talk about that, and eventually I'll weasel out the games they get super excited about. I'll ask about Star Wars. I would say of the nerds I talk to, at least half of them really like Star Wars.
Right.
And so we'll sit and
pretty
talk
good
about.
ratio.
Yeah, I was like, we'll sit and talk about Star Wars, and yeah, everybody at work, HR, the HR office, is right next to my op. Every single time she'll come up to me, she's like, Kara, I love listening to your conversations.
Because it's one of those things. Like I said, I would never have guessed. Like it's fun to be able to do that. I would like go back 10 years ago. I would have never felt comfortable telling people I enjoy gaming because it would have been frowned upon as a valuable way of spending your time.
Yeah, you're a loser playing those video games. Why don't you go and be a productive member of society?
Absolutely.
Get out of your
So,
mom's basement and stop eating Cheetos.
If my hygienist would have been like, "What do you like to do for fun?" I would have just played it safe and been like,
Go
I like going out on a hike.
boating,
Boating.
boating.
I put on
yacht.
my deck shoes and go boating.
Yes. I
Do you see this weird round hat? It means I enjoy boating.
and these shoes. You know what I'm saying? I would have
board
been like, oh
shorts.
yeah, I totally, killed some, aliens in Halo and shot down some X-wings in my spare time. Blah blah blah. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Built an awesome building in Minecraft. Oh man, I want to build this, Chris. Oh, somebody built a house, and it looks like the ores. So it's got a pickaxe sticking out of it. And then it's all made out of cobblestone, and then it's got
Minecraft.
iron. Or glass windows that make it look like it's iron, like an iron ore.
That's neat.
Oh man, is it cool?
All right, I still got some comments to catch up on here in terms of stress relievers. But while I'm doing this, if you guys want to send in something for Jeremy to read and talk about online, contact us at contact@risethepodcast.com. Daryl says, I finally have a computer that can handle games again, and even though I'll always prefer board games, it's so nice to be able to play with friends again. That's so
Yes.
huge. It's like that's one of those things where
Well, like Among Us, we're just gonna smash
Yeah.
hopefully soon. It's so much fun.
Brad says, I mix records or play with a dog, hike, workout, the best stress relievers. Working out definitely is a huge stress reliever.
What kind of dog?
Oh yeah.
What kind of
we're
dog?
big dog people.
Al replied to you reading Gabe's message about
Oh,
bonding and said that's awesome. David says there's someone dressed up as Vader in the hotel lobby today. No idea why. Was in a hurry so I didn't get to stop and talk and was gone when I got back.
Oh man, you gotta know somebody's doing something important if they're dressed up as Vader.
Yeah.
That's
They
super
probably
cool.
find somebody's lack of something disturbing.
Have you guys seen the funny?
Belgian Millennials?
Oh,
I've heard of Malamutes.
Malininos?
how do you spell it?
Maliinios.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Carol over here, dog expert.
I don't know anything about dogs. I don't know anything about cats either, and I have one. So. All I know is I'm supposed to trim his nails more often than I do.
It looks like a
Right.
German Shepherd, more or less.
Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
Well, I guess Belgium and Germany are kind of next to each other.
That is.
Isn't it like a
awesome.
Malinois or something like that? With
Malinois, that would probably, that makes sense because they speak French in Belgium. So.
There you go.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's sweet.
Malinois.
It's so cute.
So that's. I think is that the police dog that a lot of police
Ooh.
dogs. I think those are police.
Sorry,
dogs.
that's the sound I make when I see cute dogs.
The Kara's excited ghost.
Kara just really wants. Chris said something the other day like, "How
Yeah,
come you never-"
Malinois. That's Brad confirms is the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Sorry that I tried everything one but that.
Malinois.
It's like Illinois.
Yeah, right.
It's Illinois. Could you imagine
Illinois?
someone from Chicago be like, yeah, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Get me a deep dish pizza.
Before we call it a night, Chris, Star Wars leaks. We need to finish up
Oh
on some
my
good
goodness.
Star Wars conversation
Oh, let's go. I don't even know where the thing
because
is.
the
Is this button gonna
Mandalorian
work?
draws ever closer.
Bloop. Hey,
Oh,
it
yeah?
works. We are a Star Wars podcast after all, and as such, we should talk about Star Wars occasionally. What better way to talk about Star Wars than going onto Reddit and checking out r/Star Wars leaks for all the most up-to-date rumors, leaks, and speculation about Star Wars. Tim, if you're still watching, this is the part where you can check out because it's not going to pertain to anything that you're interested in. Nate T says, I'll have to bring my dog next time I'm back in town.
Nice.
You what?
Nate T said you have to bring his dog next time he's back
Oh.
in town.
Yes, dogs. All the dogs.
Kara loves dogs.
I'm like,
I'm trying to use the internet on my phone instead of on here to
Yeah,
make it
yeah,
not.
yeah.
But I'm also like trying to keep it away from the switcher.
Yeah.
I'm like
a
101
lightning
Dalmatian.
storm.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, crazy.
Lightning again. So funny.
All right. Oh, the official poster for the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special is out.
Oh man, was that the hand one? Oh, I love.
yes, I've seen that going through the Star Wars Celebration page.
So this week, yeah, there's going to be doing a Lego Star Wars movie, and a holiday special, and it's just it's Luke's hand, but Lego, and it's
Yeah.
It's wrapped in a bow, isn't it?
two son from father or whatever. Really cute play on words there.
There's a new screenshot of the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. It looks like Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling.
Oh,
Oh.
cool! That is so cool. I'm excited. Lego and Star Wars is just such a good matchup.
Yeah.
The production list, which is online gig website basically for people looking to do film production jobs, has listed Cassian Andor's show titled as Star Wars Andor, and the shoot date is scheduled for November 4th.
Wow.
Ooh.
So that's rumor status. This isn't a leak. This is a rumor, but they actually have the posting for it too right here. Star Wars Andor.
How do I get a job doing that?
What this? You just go on there and you can like sign up as like LinkedIn for video people.
Dang! What if I got to work on the show?
That'd be sick.
You'd have to live in the UK or Los Angeles.
Brad, we're coming to visit.
Yeah, we're coming.
I'm sure they're looking for very specific skill sets.
Well, I can send him a link to the podcast.
Let's see here.
What if Cassian's on a talk show?
Star Wars actors to reprise iconic roles for Disney Plus's Lego Holiday Special? Anthony Daniels,
Yes,
Solid.
of course.
Kelly
Yeah.
Marie Tran as Rose Tico,
Yep.
Okay.
and Billy D. Williams are confirmed returning to the Star Wars
He
universe.
is so
Yes.
awesome.
Billy D.
And,
Williams is like everyone's like cool grandpa now.
I know.
Seriously.
He's the best.
He was so cool when we met him at Celebration.
He was the unexpected treat in The Rise of Skywalker for me.
Yeah.
He is just in this Lego TV show called The Lego Freemakers. It's Star Wars. He's in that as Lando.
Yeah.
Like anytime he can have the opportunity to play Lando, he goes after that role, which
I
is so
mean-
cool.
Yeah. The only time he didn't was Donald Glover, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not 20 anymore.
Neither are we.
Yeah, I know, right?
The last of the ones that will go on today is this is a rumor level one. Corey Van Dyke on Twitter says his animation source has told him the Bad Batch series will be the same animation style as the Clone Wars.
Oh, nice.
It better be. Like with Clone Wars is a different era than Rebels, and Rebels is a different era than Resistance. They all have their own thing, but Bad Batch is with the Clone Wars era, so it should have the same.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
feel
Style.
right if it didn't.
I agree.
Right.
It would not
We've
feel
already
right.
seen them in the Clone Wars style, so they should just keep it that way.
So that concludes our tour through r/Star Wars Leaks. Thank you for joining us as we talked about Star Wars to maintain our status
Yay!
as a Star Wars podcast.
I
We
always
should
like
probably
it.
start out with that.
It's fun to sprinkle it in wherever.
So yeah, there's a
As the wind blows.
if we remember.
So right after we get done here, I'm gonna fire up Discord and I'm gonna make a server and I'll invite everybody. I could probably put a link to
Dibs
it. in
on
the
being an
description,
admin.
right? Yeah, there you go. And then
That way I can
we'll-
boot all of you when you kill me.
Yeah, right? So that's what's really funny for DuluCon. Anybody that played with us today, I made a role called imposter, and then when they played as an imposter after the game was done, and I found out, I made him an imposter in Discord.
That's funny.
So that's an exclusive role they can take on.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so we'll make a Discord and we'll get everybody in it, and then it'll just be a thing where if people are on, we'll just send out a code and at everyone, you'll get the notification, and we'll keep the lobby private for a while, and then make it public for the rest.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun. So
Sweet. How big is the game? How long is it going to take me to download this?
Oh, it
it's
takes
not
like 2
very
seconds.
big. Yeah.
Okay. I'm karate chopping my mic.
It's less than 200 megabytes.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, I don't know if you ever played Conan Exiles.
I watched Jim stream it while you guys were playing, and it was on
Oh, okay.
sale not that long ago for like $15.
It's really fun. It's still in alpha.
Really?
Yeah, it's been in alpha for 3 years. I think they finally put in the magic system. That's the only reason I wanted to play because I wanted to play a mage.
Oh.
But
Oh. To Terraria.
had an update.
Yeah, I thought the last one was the last one.
Yeah, I from what I saw, it's just a bunch of quality of life updates. There's no new boss event or anything or
Got it.
anything like that. Because you didn't play as much as Tony
No,
or I did, but
right.
we just did you haven't done the Moon Lord yet. We can still go back and fight the Moon Lord, I guess.
it.
But
I just saw that was a thing.
yeah, those I downloaded that update, so I was talking about like the size of games. Like Conan Exiles updates are always like 7 gigs.
Jeez.
So it's like one of those things I have to dedicate like time to be like, okay, my internet's gonna be garbage for a while while I'm updating this game.
That's the thing with Call of Duty. That game is like 150 gigabytes. And like low key, I've heard the word on the street is the reason why they don't optimize it partially is they want it to take up so much space in your hard drive you don't have room to play other games. That way you play
What?
their game. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
well, yeah, and that you don't want to re-download it every time because
Yep.
it's gonna take 3 hours.
150 gigs would probably take more than that. That'd probably take like 12 hours.
See, here's the thing. Hearing that makes me not want to play it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
I agree.
There's so many other
Oh!
good games out there. That
When I was
why?
talking about how I had my hand on the pulse of the internet,
Yeah, that hand right there.
is Daryl was saying that he just didn't know because hipster Among Us was popular, right? So then it's
Yeah.
like step away from it. That was my thing. I didn't go out of my way to play that game. Like I knew it was popular, but I had no desire until
we
Derek
haven't made
directly.
you haven't made the Discord yet
No.
that we're gonna be doing. Brad was just asking. It's like
You just whip it together and then post the link in the chat right now.
that's like so this chat gets cleared after the live is over, then it switches back
Well,
to
then,
regular
like,
comments.
Gabe and Brad or whoever could hop on it right now.
Yeah,
or-
do we have Brad's email? We can email him.
I suppose we could.
Oh, I'll send it to him in an email. I do have his
Yeah.
email.
Yeah, it's like we will email you the Discord.
Can he not hear you talk right now?
server. Yeah, we're dumping frames like crazy again.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We haven't made it yet.
It's just me, not you.
That's literally going out to everybody. So this is what I learned about the way that Restream does stuff. You can, of course, he heard that part. So Restream will send it if you have the R badge for Restream, it'll send it everywhere at the same time.
Oh, cool.
Or you can pick the individual thing to reply just on that channel. And I'm usually too lazy, so there will be people that are watching that are just going to see just random comments without context, just shooting into the chat.
That's funny.
COD is 100 gigs when you first buy it, and every new season is a 50 gig update.
Yeah, it's
according to
ridiculous,
Gabe.
man. It takes up so much
What's
space.
Destiny?
140 gigs right now, but that game has been out for 4 years.
Yeah.
When is Elder Scrolls 6 coming out?
Not soon enough.
I'm
I've been playing Skyrim. I went back.
love
I
Skyrim.
bought. They had it on sale, so I bought Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. The
Nice.
bundle. And I've played. I don't know if I played more Oblivion or Skyrim.
Oblivion's fantastic.
I love Skyrim. I might like Oblivion more.
Oblivion's awesome.
I did literally.
Would I like it?
Oh yeah, I think you would for
Absolutely.
sure.
It's really
Then
good.
You can
why
actually
haven't
make your own spells in that game.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Why
So-
haven't I played it yet?
Because it's
It's like a
360.
2006 game.
It's old.
Can you?
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't updated
I-
it.
They do
own
have
it.
an HD update.
Um,
Anyway, so after having played the game a million times, I went through and did, because I owned all the DLC too.
Yep.
I escaped from, like, so you look at Uriel Septimus, see him get assassinated by the blades and everything, blah, blah, blah. You escape through the sewer tunnel, you go out to the lake, and then from there, I did every single side quest you could possibly do in the game
before doing
doing the first main story quest.
that is awesome.
So I was literally like, so when I was talking about making your own spells, you can, one of the things that is undervalued is encumbering people. It functionally works the same as paralysis because they cannot move because they're encumbered. So I would make a spell that is touch range, so it's really cheap to cast, and gives like 5 million encumbrance for like 2 minutes. So you just walk up, you just go touch, and then they're stuck there. And
Like you
then
fill their pockets full of nothing.
Yeah.
Magic rocks.
yeah, and then I eventually got it to the point where I could do damage over time. So I would put fire, ice, and lightning damage over time ticks.
Oh my gosh.
And you can do it for a super long duration at a really low damage because they're stuck there and they can't do anything. So it'll just go do. So I was literally just walking around just like high-fiving people, and then like minutes
That
later
is
they would die.
Epic.
And so
Wow.
by the time I was doing the main story quest, I was literally just walking around just like slapping things and killing them. And like the last boss, he's like sitting at a table, he stands up or whatever, and I run and jump at him and go slap, and then he's just like tips over backwards
That's
and
so
lays on the
fun.
ground. And then eventually he died and he's like, congratulations, you've saved the land of whatever, Tamriel.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
One of the DLCs for Skyrim.
Goodbye,
was-
Brad. Interweb hugs to you too.
Yeah,
Bye,
and we're
Brad.
pretty much we're almost done. So, but yeah, we'll email Brad the Discord server for Among Us. We'll have to play that tonight, Chris. You'll have to download it on your computer.
For sure. I'll do that when I get home.
Yeah, hop on and play it. It's so much fun.
Oh, Gabe says they're in season 6 of COD, so there's been 650 gig updates to
Yeah.
COD.
Holy cow.
The game's huge. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
Jeez.
Yeah, David says he's excited for Elder Scrolls. Man, the only game in the last 10 years that I went and waited in line for the pre-release thing was Skyrim. They had it at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I went with Jim. And
Really?
Yeah, GameStop had their like midnight release thing. If you pre-ordered it, they handed it out at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That is
cool.
the coolest thing I've heard.
Yeah, so we went there. We had wings. They had all, like, I can't remember what they had on the TV, but instead of sports, they had like gaming stuff on and stuff like
That's
that.
awesome.
So you could sit there before midnight and then have.
Yeah, like we went there at like 9:30 or 10. We ate, had about 9 million refills on drinks and stuff, and then they actually started figuring out the lines ahead of time.
Right.
And everything. So like there was the Xbox line was outrageously long. I got it for PS4.
Yeah.
So I got mine in about 10 seconds.
Nice.
Or PS3. I'm sorry, PS3.
Right.
But and then I can't remember, like, because you were allowed to reserve up to X amount or whatever. So like Jim was picking up copies for a couple other people too. So we walked out with like 9 copies of Skyrim.
Yeah, Dave and I went to Best Buy, actually, and got it from Best Buy. Skyrim. Waited in line at night. There was other games launching that same night because it was November launch, I want to
Yep,
say.
November 11th of 11 is 11
Yeah.
11 11.
Yeah.
I can't-
COD Black Ops 3.
I'm trying to remember what the last game I stood in line for was. I think it was one of the Halos.
Oh, Black Ops 2.
Halo
sorry.
4, maybe. So it's been a while.
Did the Master Chief collection come out?
The Master Chief Collection did, but not the new Halo Infinite out yet.
Oh,
It got pushed
that's
back.
November?
That was November, but it got pushed back to next
Oh.
year. Just like
Okay,
Lego.
so we still got time to do that thing we were going to do then.
Yeah, yes, yep.
But I love Halo.
I know. I was gonna tease Kara and be like, the last game you waited in line at midnight for was Super Mario Brothers. So.
I'm not that lame.
No, Super Mario Brothers is awesome.
That was forever ago.
Yeah, I think
was
Jerry's
just
trying to say you're
I was
old.
trying to call you old, is all.
You're older than I am, so
Yeah,
suck it.
and we can tell.
All right, Chris.
Is it that time?
It is that
I mean,
time.
we've dumped so many. You guess how many frames we've lost over the course of today
my
before I do the outro.
60%.
No, we're only at 27% right now, but it's
That's-
going up actually.
Well, then take us out.
We've dropped almost 40,000 frames.
That's insane. And there's times we get done, we haven't lost one.
Yep. Outrageous. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and put a like on it. It shows you want to see more content like this moving forward. Comment down below with what game you waited for most recently.
I want to know.
I don't know that maybe it's a digital download thing now, but just sort of curious, what games have you waited for? Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video or go live. We love participating with you guys. It's a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.
whoops.
we got a comment at the end.
We did. Well, so let's just talk for a second because I forgot to roll the outro.
I was gonna say, I don't see a thumbs up or anything.
The stupid button, I pushed it and I thought it was going because I wasn't looking at the screen. So now we'll just sort of sit here awkwardly.
Ooh, what does that comment say?
It says this was a rough one to watch because the internet connection, but I'll
Yeah.
rewatch when released on Monday. Thank you, David. We appreciate it. Oh, yeah, comment down below. You already heard
I
the thing.
wish
Subscribe.
We had
notification
that
bell.
consistency with us,
Yeah, it's a bummer.
but without breaking the bank.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course.
May the force be with you.